Welcome, my dear learners, for this course on engineering graphics. In our module 1, we were discussing about orthographic projection of points and orthographic projection of straight lines. So in this final lecture of module 1, I will be discussing on midpoint problems on orthographic projection of straight lines. These midpoint problems are regarded as most toughest problems in orthographic projection of straight lines. This is because of the reason you people are getting 6 locus, 3 locus in the front view and 3 locus in the top view. That is locus of A dash, B dash and midpoint M dash in front view, locus of A, B and midpoint M in the top view. But actually these midpoint problems are very easier to solve. Let us discuss a very important 2 problems on midpoints and conclude our discussion on orthographic projection of straight lines in today's lecture. The problem number 12 of our discussion states that the top view of the line AB 80 mm long measures 65 millimeters. The midpoint of the line is 30 millimeters in front of VP and 40 mm above HP. The point A is in VP, find its inclinations. Now first let us draw the reference line, that is VP and HP. Since we are discussing first angle projection, always vertical plane will be above XY line and horizontal plane will be below XY line. So I have taken the reference plane XY for first angle projection. VP will be above, HP will be below. Now mark the locuses first. The top view of line AB 80 mm long measures 65 mm. He has given the true length 80 millimeters and top view length of line 65 millimeters. Since it is AB, so he has given the top view is denoted as small a small b, which is equal to 65 mm, and the true length is 80 mm, which remains same in both front view as well as in top view. The midpoint of the line is 30 mm in front of VP, so therefore show it in HP by taking 30 mm reference and fix the locus. So I taken 30 mm in front of VP, which gives us locus of midpoint M. So let me draw the locus of midpoint. So we have got locus of midpoint M and 40 mm above HP. So this is 30 mm in front of VP and 40 mm above HP. So this is locus of M dash. So thereby I have drawn locus of M dash also. The point A is in vertical plane. Since he is stating the point A is in vertical plane, I should show it in horizontal plane. So therefore, so this will be the locus of A. Anything given on HP, on VP will lie on XY line. Is given with respect to VP, I should show it on HP. So therefore, this is locus of A. Whenever we are starting the problem, we used to fix one end of the line and start the problem. To solve midpoint problems, you should always fix the midpoint and then start the problem. So therefore, first I will fix the midpoint. Somewhere here, I will fix the midpoint as M dash and M respectively. I have taken the projection and fixed the midpoint as M dash and M respectively. Now the knowledge that we know is that half of the line, both true and apparent, should come in front of M dash and half of the line true and apparent should come behind M dash. Since we know the locus of A, half of the line AB should come behind M, half of the line should come in front, and it is a straight line. We know that. So he has given the top view of line AB, which is measuring 65 millimeters. So we know true length 80, we know apparent length 65. So therefore, from the midpoint, half of the line should come behind, half of the line should come in front. So now we know both apparent length as well as true length in top view. So therefore, measure 65 by 2, cut an arc. So join and extend the remaining part 32.5, you will get the apparent length in top view. Measure 40 mm from here, cut an arc. So 40 from here you join, remaining 40 you extend. So that completes both apparent top view and true top view of the given line AB. What I mean to say is that first you measure apparent top view length, that is 65, half of it, that is 32.5 measured. So cut an arc for half of length, so which will give you the point A. I got point A. So now joining here, I got half of line. Since this is apparent, I should use different chalk. That 2.5 I drawn. Now extend 32.5 forward, so you get like this. So this completes the point or the end B of the straight line AB. So this is midpoint M. Now we will get the locus. So fix the locus. So I fix the locus. I got locus of B. So now we know the true length 80 mm. Since this is a midpoint, 40 should come behind and 40 should come in front. So therefore, from this midpoint, measure 40. We know the locus A. So therefore, cut an arc. You will get A1. Taking 40 mm. I am cutting an arc here. So in front also I should get 40 mm. So joining this, I will get the true length, that is 80 mm. So this is A1 and this is B1. So now you can measure the angles. So this is angle phi, true inclination, and this is angle beta, apparent inclination. And these measurements are known to us. The true length of this line is 80 millimeters. It's a given data for us. So this completes the true length and apparent length in the top view. So to complete the projection in front view, one hint is that we know the end projector from both the end. So project the end projectors. thereby we have got the end projection. Now we know that A dash should lie on this vertical line, whereas B dash should lie on this vertical line. Now in order to extract the apparent length from true length, we know that first we should project to the initial end locus of the line, and from there we should rotate and cut the end locus, thereby we are obtaining the apparent length from true length. This basics we already know, but for solving problems with midpoint, we should always take the projection to the midpoint. From the midpoint, if you rotate, you will get half of the length in front, and remaining half you can extend. What I mean to say is that the same procedure you follow, drop the perpendicular from the true length. So I am dropping the perpendicular from the one end of the true length. This should be dropped to the locus of midpoint. That is the change here. So drop perpendicular to the locus of midpoint. So now from the midpoint, if I rotate, I will get half of the length of apparent length here. So extending which I will get the remaining half, and I can fix both the locus. Hope the concept is clear. Now I should rotate and cut. The same procedure I have followed. I know the true length, just produce and then rotate. So similarly here also, just produce and rotate it back. So that is half in front will come here. So I got the point B dash. Since this is apparent line, I should use different chalk. So measure the dimension, or just you join to the midpoint, you get half of the line. So to get remaining of, either you measure this and extend back, or repeat the procedure here. You just take the projection, rotate backwards and intersect here, because we already know that the A dash should come and lie on this vertical line. You cannot rotate it clockwise because the line is inclined like this, A dash, B dash. That is, either you can extend this backward like this. I have extended and found out A dash, or drop the perpendicular from the end of true line, and this is the remaining of, you cut an arc. That is, from here till here you measure, and if you cut an arc you will get the same point. In either way you can extract apparent length from true length, known true length. So now I got the locus. Therefore, fix the locus of B dash. Locus of B dash is fixed, and here locus of A dash is also fixed. Now to get the true length in front view, we know that half the line will come in front, half the line will come behind. So from here cut 40, from here cut 40 behind, or from here cut 40 in front. From that point, passing through midpoint, extend till it intersects the locus of A dash. That completes the front view true length. That is, I am measuring 40 mm, half of the line, because always we should solve the problem referring to midpoint. So taking the midpoint, half of the line will come in front and half the line will come behind. So therefore cut an arc for 40. Similarly, cut an arc for 40 here. So total it is 80. So complete the drawing. This is A1 dash and this is B1 dash. This completes the front view true length and true length in top view. Now to measure the angles, this angle will be alpha and this angle will be theta. Always to start the problem on midpoint problems, first fix the midpoints in front view and top view and use always the concept that half of the line will come in front of the midpoint and remaining half will come behind the midpoint. So if you use these two basics, you can solve the problems on midpoint very easily. So first I fixed m dash and m. I know half the line should come behind. So I know both true length and apparent length in top view and also I know the locus of A. So therefore 32.5 I cut an arc, 40 I cut an arc. So now extend, connect this and extend the true length as 40 whereas this has 32.5, thereby I get overall length as 65 with 32.5 as the midpoint, overall length as 80 with 40 as the midpoint. I got the locus. Now by knowing the concept of end projector, the ends of apparent length should lie on the same two vertical line drawn perpendicular to xy line. So I fix the end projector. Now I know the concept that on this end projector ends A dash should come and lie. On this vertical line ends B and B dash should come and lie. Now use the regular procedure. I know the true length. To extract the apparent length, I should drop perpendicular, then I should rotate. Earlier we are dropping the perpendicular to the fixed end of the line, that is initial locus of the line. Here the fixed locus is m dash. So therefore from one end of the true line you drop perpendicular to the m dash. So now measuring this will give you the half of your apparent length in front view. So therefore from here you measure and cut an arc. So thereby you got locus of B dash. So now you measure this dimension and extend backward, or else you directly can extend backward to intersect the end projector, or the third variety is that from the another end of true length repeat the same procedure, drop perpendicular and rotate backwards. So joining which you will get the apparent length in front view. So thereby you got both the locus A dash and B dash. Now you can easily solve. 40 in front, 40 behind, connect and finish the problem. Now what he has asked us to determine, he has asked us to determine the inclinations. So therefore the inclinations are, so if I measure alpha, theta, beta and phi respectively, theta is coming around 35 degrees, alpha is 60 degrees. Similarly, phi is 49 degrees. True inclination with respect to Vp, which I have marked in HP, and coming for beta, beta is 65 degrees. So this is the solution for problem number 12. Let me pause this video for a while so that people can copy it down. Later we will solve the final problem of our discussion on orthographic projection of straight lines. Now, the problem number 13 states that a straight line AB measuring 80 mm long has the end A in HP and 25 mm in front of VP. So we got the locus of A dash and A. Its midpoint M is 25 mm above HP and 40 mm in front of VP. So we got the locus of M dash and M also. Draw the views and determine the inclinations and also distance between end projectors. Let us solve this problem, for which let me fix the reference line first. So I fix the reference line. So we have X and Y. For first angle projection, VP will be above, HP will be below. Now fix the locuses what he has specified. He has given the locus of A. He is stating that A is in HP. I should show it on VP. So therefore, XY line itself is locus of A dash. And 25 mm in front of VP. So draw 25 mm in front of VP, which gives us locus of A, which I should show in horizontal plane. Distance is 25 mm. So you got locus of A. Fix the locus. I got locus of A. Now I want to fix the locus of M and M dash, which is very important. He's stating that M is 25 mm above HP. So therefore mark 25 mm above HP, which gives us locus of M dash. So thereby I got locus of M dash, which is 25 mm above HP and 40 mm in front of VP. So mark 40 mm in front of VP, which gives us locus of M. So thereby I got locus of M. Now, as I stated, we should start the problem by fixing the midpoint first. So therefore, fix the midpoint. So let me fix it exactly at the center. So taking the reference, I have fixed M dash and M. Using this, I should solve the problem. Now we know locus of A, we know locus of A dash, and we know the straight line AB measuring 80 mm long. So we know the true length, which means that 40 should come in front, 40 should come behind. 40 should come in front, 40 should come behind. So since we know the locus of A dash and A, I can mark clearly the true length of the given line, which is 80 mm long. That is just by taking 40 mm radius from the midpoint, cut locus of A, from this midpoint cut locus of A dash. So 40, extend 40 forward, we will get the locus of another end, that is B dash. Here also we cut 40, joining which you will get half of the line, extend 40 forward, you will get overall length as 80 with 40 as midpoint and another end locus, that is end B. That is, measure half of the true length, that is 40 mm measured. Now from the midpoint cut the locus. So from the midpoint cut the locus. So thereby I directly got A1 to, since it is a true line, it is A1 and A1 dash. Now draw 80 mm passing through the midpoint. So thereby I got B1 dash. Now I can fix the locus of B dash. So fix the locus. So similarly, here you draw 80 mm line passing through the midpoint. Thereby I got B1 and B1. So therefore fix the locus. So I fix the locus. This is locus of B. Now repeat the same procedure what I said. You know the true length. To extract the apparent length, I should draw perpendicular, then rotate. So now, in order to do that, you take only half of the line. You forget this part. So if I take half of the line, so draw perpendicular to M dash and then rotate. So joining which you get half of the line, extend it back to cut the locus. Or from B1, you draw perpendicular to M dash, then rotate. You will get half of the line, apparent line in front. To get half the line behind M dash, drop perpendicular from A1 to midpoint and intersect it back. So thereby you can solve the problem. That is using a regular procedure to extract apparent length from true length. That is, drop the perpendicular from one end to the initial end locus of the line. But here we should always drop the perpendicular to the midpoint. So therefore I am dropping a perpendicular to the midpoint, locus of midpoint. I have drawn the perpendicular. Now just if I rotate, I will get half of the apparent line in front view. So taking this as radius, you just cut an arc. So thereby you got point B dash. So similarly, if you want the procedure to be followed, drop the perpendicular from A1 to midpoint. So drawn. Now rotate backwards. So this is the half of the apparent line behind the midpoint. So I have rotated it backwards. So thereby I got end B dash and A dash. So this is A1 dash. So B dash and A dash. Now join this. So if you observe, obviously it will pass through the midpoint, where the line is exactly bisected. So I am drawing with a different chalk because it is apparent line. Now to measure the angles, so this will be theta and this will be alpha. Now if you want, you can repeat the same procedure, or else we have a very good shortcut, that is use head projector. So So directly if I use the end projector, I can finish the problem. So just use the end projector instead of following the same regular procedure, that is dropping perpendicular from the end of true line to the midpoint locus and then rotating, instead of which I will use end projector. Nothing big here, it's all about solving the problem with respect to midpoint, whereas all other problems are solved with respect to beginning locus of the line. We are fixing the beginning end, that is A dash and A, and we are solving. But for midpoint problems, you should fix M dash and M and then you should solve. So I have drawn the end projector. Since I have used end projector, I have B dash here. So obviously this should be B. So here I have A dash and obviously this must be A. So I mark A dash in HP. You should not do that. So mark A dash in BP. So now join AB. If you join AB, it will exactly pass through the midpoint. You can see here. Which is a dark line of 0.5 mm thick, because apparent lines are visible for us whenever a line is inclined to both the planes. Hence, we should use 0.5 mm thick for apparent lines. So this completes the given problem. If I want to measure the angles, this is phi and this is beta. He has asked us to determine the inclinations, so therefore the answers are, I want to find theta, alpha, phi, beta, and also the distance between the end projectors. The distance between the end projector is turning out to be 53 millimeters. Coming for angles, theta is 39 degrees, whereas alpha is 45 degrees. This is 39 degree and alpha is 45 degrees, whereas phi 22 degrees and beta is 30 degrees. So phi is 22 degrees and beta is 30 degrees. This is 39 and this is 30. So this is the solution for problem number 13. So thereby we have completed our discussion on orthographic projection of straight lines. We have constrained our discussion to first angle projection only. So this completes our module 1. From next lecture we are entering to module 2, in which we will be beginning our discussion on orthographic projection of plane surfaces. That's all from this lecture. Thank you all.